If you're a food and drink brand and your product isn't performing the way it should, maybe the sales have slowed down or the review keep mentioning that the taste is not that great, I have creating something to help you. It's called the Flavour Blueprint. It's a free guide that based on the process I use with my clients to fix their underperforming products. If you're tired of guessing and you want clarity before another batch, download your free Flavour Blueprint. If you want to create food or drink products that actually taste amazing, get the repeat purchases and see your sales go up, you need a flavor strategy. I'm Manon Galizzi, food scientist and flavor expert, and in this podcast I share what I've learned from helping food and drink brands create new products from scratch, choose the right flavor direction, or fix the flavors that are not working. Hello. Today I'm gonna share with you something that happened with one of my customers recently, and I thought I would share that with you because this is so important not to do. I've been in so many tasting, even in the food industry, where tasting were just a bunch of I like it or I don't really like it. And that was it. That was the only feedback I got. And I always say this is not a tasting note. This is a personal opinion. Basically, I was with this client of mine, with some of their team, and we were doing a tasting, and someone tried a sample and literally shouted, "This is the worst product ever! I hate it! This is disgusting!" And the entire room went completely silent. And that person, it was the first time that, they did a tasting with us. So I asked, what does everyone else think? And everyone replied, "We love it!" So I asked that person why they didn't like that product. And they said, "Well, I don't like a flavored banana product. I enjoy the fruit, but I hate any food or drink flavored with a banana flavoring. I never buy them." So this is the most useless feedback I can get when I develop product for my customers. And I completely disregarded it. Absolutely useless. That's not a data. I always remind people that personal preferences are completely useless. It doesn't bring any data. And you're probably not the target consumers. You have to be in the shoes of your target consumers that in their case like product flavored with banana, and that's why they will buy it. Put yourself in the shoes of your target consumers. Anything else, all of your preferences, they don't matter. Okay, if you're someone that say, "I will never buy this product," then you're not the target consumer. So think like you are the target consumers. You are someone that usually enjoy flavored banana product, and therefore what they would like about it, what they would not like about it, how to describe it. I always repeat it. In tastings, the most important thing is to describe the flavor profile. That's all we are here for. Describe what you taste in terms of basic taste, in terms of flavor profile, in terms of intensity. You have to keep it rational and avoid anything that is personal and subjective. We all have different palates that have been shaped by genetics, environment, culture, exposure. For example, I'm very French, but I'm also very Mediterranean and Italian. So even with my friends, I know that we will never have the same palate, especially if they're born in the north of France and they are used with heavier cream and butter, and I'm just born with olive oil. Always in everything that you do, always olive oil, lemon, zesty and fresh. And one other thing is I hate licorice. I really do hate licorice. And I know I am very sensitive to it. So when a product, any product contains stevia, I can pick it up so instantly. I always know, and I always double check the ingredient. I'm like, yep, I am right. There is some stevia in there and it tastes very licoricey. But when we do tasting with my clients, I will never ever say, oh, I hate licorice. This product tastes a little bit licorice. This is awful. This is useless. I don't want it. I will never buy it. I am not the target consumer. I will say, I can taste a little bit of licorice, but I know I am very sensitive to it. So be careful with the data that I'm going to bring to you, because I am sensitive, and we all have to acknowledge our sensitivity and our palate. It's not because we taste something or we don't taste something that means everyone is in that situation. So because I know I'm very sensitive to licorice, I know a lot of people will never pick up on the licorice note. So we always have to be very careful of what we are saying. So you really have to think more of a sensory testing. So in terms of how on the scale do I taste this note? So for example, for me it's licorice. Do I taste it a little bit? Medium? Is it high? How much is the sweetness? Is it low? Is it medium? Is it high? Do I taste anything else? Yes, I taste a little bit of earthy notes. Is it again low, medium or high? And again, you have always to think it as this is personal. No one else on this planet have the same palate as you. No one. Even if you have brothers and sisters, they won't have the same palate as you. Okay? So the most important thing when we do tasting is to describe the flavor profile and the basic taste. So we create a sort of map. So this product, most people think it is a little bit spicy. We think it's a little bit woody. Is this and this. It reminds of a banana bread. I'm going to take that example that I took yesterday again, of a banana bread, because it had all of these characteristics. It has some bready notes and this and this and this. This is all we are doing. This is just purely analytical with numbers if we want to, with scales if we want to, or with words like a little bit, yes, a lot for me. And sometimes it's not just about quantities, because again, we have to be careful with our sensitivities. Sometimes the most important thing is just, I can taste this, I can taste this. And then some people may relate, oh yeah, me too, I taste this, and someone says something different. Oh, actually, I taste that. Okay, fine. We take everything into account. Okay? This is the most important thing. If you like it or if you don't like it, it doesn't matter. Of course, I say that, but of course it matters. If you develop a product and the entire team hates it and say it doesn't taste good, then yes, there is a problem. There is always some preferences, likability and subjectivity. Always. What I'm saying is you just have to decrease it as much as possible. Okay? It's almost, when we do tasting with my client, it's almost at the end. Once we have described the entire flavor profile and basic taste, then we are thinking about it. Okay, which one do you prefer? Which sample do you prefer and why? What would you change about it? But it's only at the end. And then people are allowed to say, I actually love that product. Or they say, oh, it's really not for me. I really don't like it. But it's at the end. The purpose of describing as much as possible is to help you make a choice and move forward into your food or drink product development. So the more you describe something, the more you can think about the next step. So if, for example, we think this blueberry is very nice, but it's very floral, it's very perfumey, it's very much in your face. Yes, it fits quite nicely the product. We also like the blueberry that is a little bit more jammy, so it has a little bit more of cooked notes. So what we would like to do next? So we have the flavor profile, we have some intensity, and we have the next step. Let's keep these two for now, but let's decrease a little bit the first blueberry flavor to see if it's going to be a little bit more balanced with the product, and let's compare it again. So we have our two different flavor profile. Then we know what the next step is. If you only have things like I like it or I don't like it, what are you going to do with your next trials? The only thing you can do is to discard one of the trials and keep the next one. What are you going to do with that? You have no idea what actually is the flavor profile of your product if you want to carry on with this one. I'm thinking of doing a special episode on how to do a tasting properly, especially with flavors. So let me know in the comment if you would be interested, and I can do that next. This is the end of the episode, so once again, remember to focus on describing as much as possible your food and drink product and avoid any personal preferences. I wish you a lovely day, and I will see you tomorrow for another episode of the Food Lab podcast. Bye! Thank you for listening. If you got value from this episode, follow the podcast and subscribe to my newsletter for more tips and knowledge about food and drink product development.